What's up, YouTube? You're 99 and I'm here with an update on my Infernoid deck. I went to the sneak peek yesterday, or not yesterday, on Saturday, with my really only goal being to pick up the new card Decatron, which I ended up getting 3 of. I entered the tournament after, and I won. So, yeah, this deck is very similar to the deck I played in Providence, but there's a few changes to the main and side. The extra is the same, although it needs a few changes now uh, with Decatron now. But yeah, it was 4 rounds, and well, there should have been 5, but like I guess there's a rule that like if we have too many people, like we have to cut it after 4 rounds. So there was me and one other guy who was undefeated, so they just um, did it based on the tiebreakers, and I had better, and I won a bunch of credit. So it was pretty cool. I'll talk about my matches just real quick, I guess. I mean, it's just a local; it's not like big deal. So round one was some scrubby person playing UAs 2-0. Round two, I played my friend playing Tellers. Um, uh, 2-1. 2-1. Third round, I played Machina Gadget. He was not good. I don't know how he was 2-0 at that point, but whatever. I 2-0'd him. Um, and also, he didn't really like what I like about this deck. A lot of people still don't know what any of these do, so it makes it harder for them to play against. So, and then round four, I played against Tellers again, 2-1. So, yeah, Tellers is like such like it's not a super easy matchup, but like if you can get something on board, like they really can do a lot. Especially this thing. This thing's broken. But like if you can get one of the others on board and just like they go Altair, like target to Neb or just banish it or whatever they target. Um, so it's pretty busted. So here's the list. Dropped it down to 1 and Unsu. This card's not that great to be honest. Like I don't bring it out too much. He's a big beater, sure. And he looks really cool. But yeah, not amazing. I think I dropped him once or twice, but um, this guy is better in almost every way, except he's 100 less attack and defense and 1 level lower. That's like it. Because in Unsu, when he special summon, he destroys all monsters except himself, and then he can tribute a once per turn during either player's turn. You can tribute a monster to negate the activation of spell trap and banish it, and then he's the opposite. He destroys spell and traps when he comes out, except all spells and traps on the field except void spell traps, and he can tribute to negate a monster effect, the activation of a monster's effect, and banish it. So he is almost always the better one to go into, especially against Tellers, because there's a lot of Tellers at my local, so Div 80 is insanely good. And with Decatron, they're a lot more accessible, so yeah, that's that. And then 3 Atondel, double attacker, he's really broken. He's just like OTKs all day. He's really big. Uh, Saitsemas, he's yeah, I draw him in multiples a lot. I don't know why, but he's really good. I've seen some people drop him too, but I just like having a lot of names. 3 Petrulia. Uh, yeah. 3 Harmadic. I don't really need to explain a lot of this stuff. I know a lot of people probably don't know what a lot of this does, but I mean you should. I dropped Antra to 2 because I needed room for Decatron, and also like I just draw this a lot, so it's not. I never really use this to be honest. Like it's kind of situational. Um, this card on the other hand is like really good. Can shuffle a set card back into your opponent's deck, and then or into the deck. It can be any card. Um, and you can't activate it in response to this effect. So it's really annoying. You can just sit on this, and then they'll just be like, shut, and like, cool, spin. I did that to a few people at Providence. It was fun. But, yeah. And then the new card, Decatron. This makes the deck so much better and a bit more consistent, although it can be annoying with reasoning if you just like rip this off the top. Like, you don't want this too early. You want a decent amount of Infernoids in the graveyard before you go into this. So what it is, it's a level 1 Fiend Fire, obviously, 500 attack, 200 defense. It's a tuner, and it's the only Infernoid that can be normal summoned. So when it's normal or special summoned, you can send an Infernoid monster from your deck to your graveyard, and then this gains the levels equal to that monster's level. So like if you send like Harmadic, that's a 3, so he'll become 4. And all those monsters' effects become his effect. So just like copy paste. So yeah, that's super broken. I mean, his like attack stats like is disgusting. But I mean, it's really good for synchro plays, Xyz plays, which make it a little consistent in that aspect. Just so you can OTK faster, but also you don't need to banish things to like do like you can just like send the harm deck, blow something up, send Div 80, you can negate monsters now, so it's pretty good. There's another card that came in the set, Void Imagination. It's the card used to bring out the Fusion Tiara, which is, the Fusion's garbage. But Imagination's really good, not for the Fusion aspect. It's like good and evil, like in the way that, like, you don't play the monster it brings out, you just play the spell. It doesn't such though. It's a continuous spell that makes all Infernoids you control level 1. So you're not, bugged down by the level 8 clause. And he doesn't have it, you can just summon him whenever you want, so he's really good. Did a lot of plays with him. But like he said, he sucks to get off of reasoning, so I might cut him to 2, but I haven't really decided yet. He was good. And then I cut the card troopers to just, again, you don't want too many normal summons for reasoning, and yeah, although I did like being able to mill, but it's whatever. And then for light stones I put 2 Raiden and a Lila. I'm gonna cut this for a 3rd Raiden because this just didn't do anything, and every time I saw it, like, I wished it was a Raiden. So Raiden is just so much better. Just summon mill 2. Lila, you have to wait till the end, and like, I don't know, like popping back row isn't, like, you don't need this to pop back row. Like, you have Galaxy Cyclones, you have Pyramus, Paltrulia, Degatron, you can do it whatever you want, so not that good, so it's going to be 3 rated. And spells, obviously 3 reasoning, 1 monster gate, charge, Galaxy Cyclone, which I didn't really, I mean, this is really good, and I definitely wouldn't take this out. It just didn't really do much for me because no one played Iron Wall or anything. Like, that's why it's good. It gets rid of things like that, but I don't know. It just didn't do anything. And then Void Seer, this card's amazing. It's like won so many games. Burial, Book, Regeki, Double Dark Hole, and the Torrential. So, yeah. I'll flash the extra deck real quick because it's the exact same as Providence tokens. And like Providence, I only made, well, Providence I think is 1, but the only synchros I made were these 2 because they're normals and they don't count towards level 8. So, yeah, these are really, really good. These are like pretty much the only cards you would need to play. Well, this and Gemini Pearl because it's the same thing. With the levels, so yeah, those three cards are like the only cards you need to really play this deck. The rest, like, I never make, but they're there. Oh, and you should probably play Black Cards too, but it's there. And then Yazi for like BA. This is the change I wanted to make because there were a few situations where with Decatron I could have gone into an 8. So I will be cutting this because it's just not that great for something else. I haven't really decided. Just a good level 8. I wish there was a normal level 8, but I don't think there is. Star Eater, Castel, 101, Exton, Direwolf, Pearl, Dweller, Dracosac, Big Eye, and Felgrand. But like I said, the only 3 like you'll ever need pretty much are those 3. So, and I made this once, but it didn't really. But I kind of lost, so it didn't really matter. Side, made a few changes to this. But I hardly use the side, to be honest. Like if I didn't have a side on Saturday, like I still would have won. It didn't really make a difference. The end of Anumas for BA, it was gonna be a Jinzo. I cut it down to one. It was kind of cloggy. Same thing with spell cancel. I cut it down. Even two can be kind of cloggy. Like I don't love seeing this in my opening hand. Against Snickers. 2 Chaos Honor. This was a tech I picked up at Prov. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video. Because you can get it off Reasoning, or whenever your opponent special summons a monster, you can pitch a card to special summon it from your hand, and your opponent can't banish cards. So good in the mirror, and for Ritual Beasts. Things like that. Defusion for dolls, heroes, MSTs, like for clipboards, I guess. But, you know, breakthrough for whatever, and Fiend Comedian, another tech I picked up. So, this is like the only side card like I really used. Most matchups I didn't even side. Yeah, the only matchup I sided in was round 2 against Tellers. I sided these in, and they were okay, I guess. I mean, they didn't do anything. I used it once, called it wrong, milled a bunch of cards, and it was kind of helpful, so not too bad. Although, honestly, I wanted to banish because he had a bunch of tellers. But yeah, that's the deck. Yeah, like I said, I want to pick up Imaginations and test that out because that seems really busted. But I'll just wait till they come out. I'm not in a huge rush because I really like this deck. It's just, I don't know. My friends have been kind of joking, like, oh, we finally found a deck for you, and yeah, I kind of have. Like, this is like the first deck, like, in a while that I'm just like, I really, really like, and, well, not that I really, just, the first deck in a while that I've just been doing really well with consistently, so, yeah, that Torrential. So yeah, this card is amazing. It's like, it doesn't break the deck or anything. Like, it doesn't, you know, I mean, the deck doesn't like explode with this card, but it's a lot better with this card now. That we have it. I really wish there was a card like for better mills. Some like void card like, oh, can send up like 3 Infernoids from your deck to your graveyard if you do this or something. Like, I want to see that card. But anyway, it doesn't exist right now. But maybe in the future, you never know. Although this is probably the last support we're getting for this deck, at least for the next few years. But yeah, that's really all I had to say. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.